Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming. I'm bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Fluffy Cubed. Fluffy Cubed is developed by Naoko Games and published by QU by Interactive and releases on February 16th, 2022. As far as pricing, unfortunately we don't have that information, but I'd hope to see the game land somewhere between, $5 and $10. But yeah, it's a pretty simple puzzle game, so we'll kind of talk about it, give you my thoughts, and play a couple levels. So the game spans across 120 levels in the game that will progressively get a little more challenging. Although, from my experience so far, and even talking with Dream, I don't think it's too challenging, but it's a good little introduction game for anybody who hasn't played puzzles before. Main premise of the game is you're going to be pushing boxes. You move this little dude around, and you have to try to get all the boxes in the right location to be able to complete out the level. Once you get all your boxes into the proper red section, you will then be able to progress to the next area and do the next puzzle. Now, what the game does to introduce you to this is you're going to start off pretty slow. You're going to maybe see one box here, two boxes there, and the game really gives you an opportunity to pace yourself while it kind of eases you into that experience. None of the puzzles are overly difficult or challenging, but as you do get further in, it will start to test the mentality a little bit. If you're not very familiar with puzzle games, I think you might struggle a little bit with this game. But if you have been like a long-time puzzle fan, I think you're just going to find this game more of a peaceful, mix up to games that have been releasing as of recent. It'll take you roughly about an hour, depending on your skill level, to finish out this game, but that's not really hurting or detracting much, as it's just a nice, peaceful, relaxing game to play. Especially when you're just trying to figure out what to do. Now, if for some reason you do screw up a puzzle, it's as simple as hitting the Y button to reset things. But I think most players are going to be able to see the answers to the puzzles almost always on your first kind of go at it. You're not really going to have to struggle too much. The way the game works when it comes to the achievements inside, every single level that you do, about every 5 levels, you'll pop an achievement, and there's also an achievement, I believe, for the first level and for finishing up the very last level in the game. But that's kind of the straightforwardness of the achievements in the game. When it comes to figuring out how to do the specific solutions, though, there isn't really any hint system or ways to make it easier. So if you are new to puzzle games, there's not really that ease and approach that a lot of puzzle games do present for new players to kind of get hints or skip ahead. You're just going to have to play the game and really work at it, and that's nothing that's a detractor from the game. I just think when it comes to new players, maybe that's a little bit of a miss that could have been not oversighted, and made easier for new players to figure out how to do it. Now, you can always kind of just reset levels with the start button. Y is the simplest way to do it, but you are going to span, like I said, through 120 levels, and every 5 levels will pop achievements, but nothing's going to be, you know, unenjoyable. I look at this entire game as more of just a peaceful, relaxing game, not something that I'm going to go out of my way to sit and burn through immediately, but it's done in a nice, relaxing fashion. If you are looking to pick up a nice puzzle game, and you want my opinion as far as this is being a buy, sell, wait, or pass, I definitely think you could either buy this or wait for a sale. It kind of depends on your taste and preference when it comes to games like these. I don't think this is a game that is going to blow anybody's mind in the sense of really how it works or plays. It's just extremely straightforward, and it's not overtly challenging, which for me, I'd rather have overtly challenging puzzle games than just simple, straightforward games, because I do like to challenge myself and not feel that, the game isn't pushing back in some capacity. None of the levels really pull and drag on your need to problem solve, which maybe they'll add additional levels in the game at a later point that will kind of change and factor that, but for what's here right now, this is kind of my thoughts. If you have any questions or want to know more about the game, please let me know down below in the comments. I believe we're trying to get an achievement guide up for the game, so if you guys are stuck in anything, we'll be able to help you out there. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and I hope to catch you guys later. Have a great rest of your day.